Hi guys, this is my Civic mirror experience. First off, we have the name of our country, Lokia. I think, personally, that it's a great name. This is our national flag. It was drawn by Luca and it looks pretty good. In Lokia, we chose to have a rich majority. This in turn meant that we would have a poor minority. Like Canada, Lokia had a democracy. This means that the people voted for who they wanted in power. Lokia also had a Charter of Rights and Freedoms that was based off the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. At the beginning of the game, there were very minimal changes made, causing it to be very identical. Just like in Canada, there were three major parties. The parties were the Democratic Party of Lokia, the Lokian Union of Lokia, and the United Front Party. Both the United Front Party and the Democratic Party of Lokia had 2 seats out of 7 in Parliament. However, the Lokian Union of Lokia had 3 seats out of 7 in Parliament, leading it to have a minority government. That minority government, however, was not very powerful, as it needed a 4th member from an opposition in order to pass any bill. Similar to Canada, everybody was treated equally. This included minorities. Under the law, everybody was equal, and nobody was superior to anybody else. However, there are many differences between Canada and Lokia. One of them is taxes. In Canada, a citizen has to pay a certain amount of taxes at the end of each year. In Lokia, however, the government had decided to remove taxes. This was widely accepted by the citizens, as they did not want to pay taxes, and this was widely accepted by the politicians because this helped them further their hidden agendas. The government of Lokia, however, needed to be improved. They took very long to pass laws. This was mostly because they had many long and pointless debates, many of them exceeding the time frame given. And most of the votes were unanimous on the bills. Another key part was the hex auction. In the hex auction, there was plenty of bidding wars, and many of the people used the strategy of pooling money together. This led to very high prices on all the important hexes, such as electricity, food, and apartments. These hexes would have not been able to normally be afforded by any one citizen. However, by pooling their money together, they were able to purchase the hex. Some of the problems that many citizens faced was it was hard to access important units such as food and healthcare. And often the available units were at skyrocketingly high prices. This led to lots of death. Another reason for death was that many citizens decided to consume more than one food unit. This meant that another person did not have a food unit to consume. A total of 5 extra food units were consumed, leading to 5 deaths. My hidden agenda in the Civic Mirror simulation was as a humanitarian. I had 2 main objectives: to make sure no one died, and to have the governments pass a law to create equality. The first one I was not able to do because many people decided to eat food units that were essential for another person to live. This led to 5 people dying. An additional person died due to the lack of shelter. This, however, was avoidable because there were 2 empty apartments at the end of the game. The 2 major changes that I would make is 1, have a source of income, and 2, have loans. Having a source of income will still allow you to prosper in the game, even if you were unlucky and had a low amount of money at the start. Loans are also beneficial, so that people who don't have as much money or who don't want to pool their money with other citizens can still afford the high demand hexes.